The good stuff is all in here. Yeah, this is the good stuff. We have to kind of half make our boxes up. So this will
really pretty though.
Yeah, so this will go out to a customer in the morning. This is the piece de resistance, right? English strawberries. These are from about a mile up the road. Would you like to try one of these?
Okay.
Yeah. Get the big one. Get the big one. No.
Well.
It's always a great. What?
They're just the perfect balance.
Do you know what? You can take these with you. I've opened them now. I can't deliver them in the morning.
Really?
Yeah. You can.
Locked out.
We'll make you up a nice little box, and you can. Are you all in one car?
Yeah.
All right. We'll make you up a nice little box of fruit that you can take home with you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Straight out of university, straight into work, and I was doing that. I'd done that for about 5 years, straight for the bank, and then I thought that was me set up, and that was my job for life. And then this American company took over our bank, and then my wife fell pregnant, and we had our first child, and I took my 2 weeks paternity leave. And then it was that first day back, oh Neil, there's a sales conference. Right, we've taken over your company and we're chopping half the force. And my whole world had just completely collapsed. And I remember getting in the car and I remember pulling over in a lay-by and bawling my eyes out. I just didn't know what to do. Didn't have a clue. But my best friend, I remember I called my mum, I called my missus, and I called one of my best mates. And he's a bit older than me, and he's been like a brother, and he's a really successful business person. And he said, Neil, this will be the best thing that happened to you. And at the time, I didn't really get it, didn't have a clue, and I couldn't see it at all. So I thought, right, I'm going to bum around for 6 months, see what happens, and just figure life out. It was after about month 7, that's when we went to Cyprus, and then in the apartment was with lots of locals. So the whole inspiration from this came from every day, twice a day, there was a little old man. He was coming past, and he tooted his horn, and it was a battered old milk float. Yeah. And on the back of it was really beautiful daily fresh fruit and veg. And all the locals, it was all the ladies, they were all coming out, and they were buying the veg off him and then going back into their apartments. Obviously they were taking it back and cooking it. And I just thought, that is so cool, and that's what I wanted to do originally. So the plan was, right, I'm going to go home, going to use my money, I'll get a van built. There'll be shelves in the middle, and then everyone will, I'll go street to street, I'll toot my horn, they'll come out, they'll buy the apples and the pears and their leeks and their broccoli, and then this is it. And I'm going to have a whole fleet of vans every day. I'll come home and I'll count my cash. And I started the round almost straight away, and there's a knock on my door and tooting my horn, and 90% of the customers were ladies, and they'd be buying, as always, strawberries and raspberries or bananas for their desks. And then the managers were coming out and they said, oh Neil, why don't we put a box of fruit in our kitchen and we'll pay for it and then our staff can eat it. My first ever customer was Sony. I remember getting the call, it was in the afternoon. Oh, we've just seen your van. We spend £100 a week in Sainsbury's on their fruit and we don't like it. Will you deliver to us? And it wasn't even send us a sample or anything like that. It was just, can you start Monday? For me, this was just such a big vote of confidence. And my first ever customer is like one of the biggest, brands in the world. Before it was a bit informal, a bit market trader, a bit, cheeky boy. Yeah. But now it's I've got to be a bit more, professional about it. And hey, we do fruit and this is the benefits for your staff and da 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 da. I remember saying to this, look, always smile at people because you just never know what comes back. And it sounds really daft, but it's something I've learned. Always smile, just be friendly, say hello. Treat people as you'd wish to be treated yourself, and work hard. And that's pretty much, I think, the key to life. Because again, working hard, you don't know what opportunities come your way, and when you meet people, I don't know if you might have a sister's brother's uncle's wife's husband who could be running a really big company around the corner, and he might have 100 staff in there. And at the end of this meeting, you might say to me, oh, by the way, my sister's wife's brother's uncle's husband has got an office around the corner. You should deliver a sample of fruit to him. You never know what could happen with it. And then you just don't know where life takes you, do you? So that's my thing. So again, just always smile, always treat everybody the way you want to be treated yourself, and just work hard. That is it.